Hello and welcome to Sheffield. We are getting ready for the Climbing Works International Festival 2014, and joining me at the moment now is our chief route setter here, Percy Bishton. Percy, how are you today?
Very good, thanks. Yeah, good.
An exciting day yesterday, the first time that we've ever seen somebody in all the long years that you've been doing this that's done the entire set of problems in the qualies in flashes, right?
Yeah, yesterday was pretty good. There's 30 problems through in the qualification round, and yesterday was the first time that they all got flash. Basically, it's their 7th year of the CWIF's run, and normally 30 problems. They're all pretty hard problems, because we're catering for a really broad spectrum of climbers. But yesterday there were 2 people that flashed everything. So really good, Alex Megos and Stu Watson, both managed to flash everything. So. It'll be interesting to see how they get on today, see if they're really tired from their effort yesterday, or if they can maintain that level. But both guys really impressive yesterday. Alex Begos, first time he's climbing the Climbing Works, really impressive young climber.
Is it something that you've expected to see over the past few years and been surprised that it's not happened yet, and it's taken this long until now for somebody to do the whole thing? But did you ever think that you'd ever see anybody do all of them in flashes?
No, I mean, it's totally possible, basically. I mean, all the problems are doable, and normally in qualification, which is a lot of problems, a lot of the best competitors will do, they'll be caging, they'll see how everyone else does, and then, they know how many they have to do. So if they only have to do 28 problems to get to qualify, then they'll just do 28 and they'll save themselves. So it's a bit of a tactical game, and I think yesterday, the level this year is really high. There's 30, 40 competitors, international competitors, so the level's really high. So I think a lot of the climbers felt like they just had to up their game a bit and to play it safe. So obviously, Alex and Stu thought, well, we'll try and do all of them, yeah.
Well, the difference that we have here as well in the qualifying rounds is that it is an open qualifying rounds, meaning that if the athletes manage to flash a problem, they're awarded 10 points. If they do it on their second attempt, they're awarded 7 points, and on their third attempt, they're awarded 4 points. Athletes only get up to 3 attempts, right, in the qualifying rounds, because is that a time constraint thing, or is that to keep it moving? Because it was around 350 competitors you've had here in this open competition to get to what we have today.
Yeah, I mean, basically they've got there's 350 competitors. They're split into 2 groups, a morning and an afternoon session, and they've got 3.5 hours to try and do 30 boulder problems. And there's so many people, that it's just logistically, if they could have as many goes as they wanted on a problem, you can get bottlenecks. So it's 3 goes really. They can have extra goes if they want, but they don't score any points really. They'll just get a point. So what we find is a lot of the best climbers will do it fairly quick, and then a lot of the climbers who are struggling on some of the problems will come back later on in the day and keep trying them. So keep trying to get those points.
And what we switch on to today then is the semi-finals coming up for you right now, and then later on tonight we have the finals here at 6 p.m. local time with us here in England. So that's still to come for you tonight as well. We also have a presentation from CAC, Climbers Against Cancer, coming up later on tonight also. Percy, we're back into kind of an IFSC setup now, aren't we? We're into the tops and bonuses attempts. We have 20 male athletes, 20 female athletes, 19 of each now, because we've got 2 athletes that have missed isolation this morning. So 19 of each in each group, and we're going to try and get that into 6. Now, when it comes to setting a semi-final for a competition like this, is it any different to setting an IFSC event? These guys have climbed 30 problems yesterday, they are tired, or are you keeping the pressure on them?
No, I mean, we're basically just back to World Cup format. So in the semi-final, the problems are on site, and they've got 5 minutes to try and solve the problems, and then their standard World Cup format for the final. They might be a bit more tired today, but the problems in qualification, they weren't really brutal. There weren't so many of them on the really steep wall, like the competition wall. There was a lot more technical problems, and there was some easier stuff. So the top competitors should have had a fairly steady day yesterday, done some climbing, and they should be in good form. So we'll see. But from the route setting point of view, it's pretty much the same as a World Cup now. The level of the climbers is, there's some of the top girls and boys in the world are here. So,
So all that's still to come. We're going to leave you for a moment now with a brief glimpse at the wall behind us to have a look at what Percy and the team here have set for the athletes here in the semi-finals. I'm going to get back into the truck, get ready to speak to you and talk to you today. Percy, thank you for being with us. Will you come and talk to us before finals? Awesome. Thank you, Percy. Thank you. Well, as you can see here, a nice wide spread of problems. So that you can see there, John Ellison, the founder of CAC, he's actually judging the women's problem 1, I believe, here for us today. We have 4 problems in the semi-finals for each of the categories. So 4 for the men, 4 for the women. Then later on for tonight for the finals, it's looking like it's going to be a 3-3, and that's going to make quite an interesting developing thing for this evening. We're used to seeing the 4 problems in the finals in the IFSC formatting. To have just 3, really limiting the field for these athletes. They're going to have to really focus on making sure that they're getting the attention, as few of them as possible, with only 3 blocks to work on in the finals every single time. With really take a static approach, even though it feels like you want to make it dynamic, you want to pop up to it. Percy likes to surprise you on that one. You've got to get the fingers in exactly right, otherwise you're coming down. It's exactly what we saw there as well. We saw it all year last year from Percy on the IFSC circuit. He's been setting these with his team here. Remember as well, if you want to get in touch with us, the place to go is to Twitter. You can get in touch with us on there by using the hashtag TheQuif, which is THECWIF. Climbing Works doing a shout out from Molly Thompson-Smith. We have Domin Skofic here as well. Quite a few of the big names from the IFSC season. Rustam Gelmanov still to come out later on also. Tito Calerion for France.
Kevin's one of the taller competitors in this semi-final. Rips out of his mind.
This is good, and he's managed to get 2 fingers into that pocket. Bit of a slower approach, as you can see there. Second hand on, and there it is. Very nice performance for Kevin Hemund there. 1 top in 2 attempts for him, puts him in 2nd place behind his teammate Benjamin Blazer from Switzerland.
Back in front of the try on women's 1. Just struggling a little bit with these first couple of moves. She's done pretty well to get the semi-final here. She's only been climbing 4 years. Local climbing waters in Swindon, all I'm familiar with.
So here now at the moment with Alicia Garside, just starting off on problem 1, this compression. And you can see just a bit further on there, Jennifer Wood on her second problem here.
Number 2. Yeah, 10 seconds.
20 male athletes, 20 female athletes to get through here, taking them down to just 6, and our finals will be tonight at 6 p.m. I'll be joined by one of the climbers that's been participating here today. Try and latch on to somebody and have them with us as we move through the finals later on today after their experiences of being here at the CWIF. We also have that presentation from Climbers Against Cancer to come for you later on as well, after Mr. John Ellison has been made an honorary member of the IFSC for all the things he's been doing over the past few years for that charity and that cause. This is Marco Antonio Ubzangarita for Spain. He's getting ready to start from that first problem here. So Marco for Spain just in the bottom corner. Over here now we're back with Joe, I believe. Oh no, sorry, we're on to men's 3 now. And this is Benjamin Blazer again with this new problem for us. You can see we're filling up the wall. And this is men's 2, so this is Joe here now trying to get up onto his pocket. That could have been painful. You see the point on the edge of that one there. Nearly skewered himself on that going up. Didn't quite have the height there to get his fingers into the pocket, and also, as we mentioned earlier, that dynamic approach doesn't seem to be working on that problem. It's more static one's the way to go forward. The one to keep your eye out on now then is Molly, who's back out again. Her next attempt on her next problem. 3 minutes and 18 seconds left for her. Got herself into a low squat in the corner there. That's another attempt for her. This is Marco Ubzangarita for Spain. Trying to figure out how to get into the roof section. At the moment it's Benjamin Blazer all the way here. 2 tops in 4 attempts. This is a really good standing for him for getting forward into the finals later on tonight. Back over again then. It's a really nice little pocket section of crimp holds in the middle here of this volume. Slapping out to a more sloper based hold. Up to a pinch on the corner of this volume. This is looking really good. Blazer looking in very, very good shape. Something to bear in mind before we get over into the main season for the IFSC. Undaunted by any of these problems here at the moment. Molly really having a tough time of things over on this next problem. There's Joe with the top. So just under 2 minutes. We'll try and see if we can get you a shot of Molly as she takes this next attempt now. And you can see we've got Katarina Bacher there as well over on problem 3. She's trying to figure out what to do next. But with 1 minute and 35 seconds now left on the clock, another attempt for Molly. This is racking up the amount of attempts that she's having. But here she is now then for you. 1 minute 30 here. Really tricky little balance problem at the start of this one. It's not a slab, but Percy sort of turned it into one. Marco 1 move away from the top. He's figured out that other section. Up, and there it is. Natalie Barchi here then. Our next athlete over on problem 1 has had quite a few attempts at this one now. She has got the bonus. She got the bonus on her second attempt, but she hasn't had a top yet on this one. So pushing again for Switzerland. Inching around the bottom of this volume. A bit more static. Can she hold it? Not quite. 23 seconds left here. Is she going to go for another attempt? Unfortunately, Katarina Bacher, no success there. There's Domen down, waiting to go. There's John Partridge as well, getting ready to go. So the next 5 minutes are here. No top then for Molly Thompson-Smith on her second problem here, but she's still in the lead for the women's at the moment. 1 top in 5 attempts, 1 bonus in 1. Benjamin Blazer, 3 tops in 6 attempts at the moment. So he's taken 2 on every single one, but managed to top everything, and he's got the bonuses in the same as well. So 3 tops in 6, 3 bonuses in 6 for Benjamin Blazer puts him in first place. Joe Wilson in second place at the moment, 1 top in 2 attempts, 1 bonus in 1, and that's ahead of Kevin Hemmond with 1 top in 2 attempts, 1 bonus in 1 as well. And we're on to our next athletes out now then. Anne-Laure Chevrier for France. Nice and easy moving up onto this Jiu-Jitsu. Straight onto the bonus first attempt. This next move is make or break time here. Very nice. Very nicely held there as well. I think she thinks it's the top. She's being told that she's got to go on. She was putting both hands on that one there. So I think she thought she was done. Incredibly easy. Securing that first one, and straight up onto there we have our first flash, ladies and gentlemen. First flash of the competition. Anne-Laure Chevrier for France over on women's problem 1. And she did it in just over a minute as well. It's going to skyrocket her up to the top of the women's results now, knocking Molly down into second. Let's pop over and see who else we've got here. It looks like Domen's out now on problem 1. This is a top as well that we're going to show you just here, one that you just missed a few moments ago, so you get a replay of that one. Very nicely managed here. This looks like a flash as well from Matt Cousins. All 3 fingers. You can see how he didn't pop there. He just nice and steady, nice and reaching up. Secured it, and it's looking like Domen's going to get one here as well. Can he manage it? Penultimate hold. He's fighting for this. Unfortunately not. Domen back down again. So we've had a flash now in both men's and women's. Matt Cousins for the men. Puts him up in second place behind Benjamin Blazer with 3 tops in 6. 1 top in 1 attempt for Matt Cousins of Great Britain. And then Anne-Laure Chevrier of France. 1 top in 1 attempt. That's her flash as well, knocking Molly into second and Katharina Backer into third.
Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Push it out. Yes. Come on, Joe. Come on.
Just under 2 minutes here now. Getting up onto problem 3. Domen down on the ground and thinking about this one. Strange to see him struggling quite so much from the off here. An unusual competition though, the CWIF. 30 problems to get through the qualifying rounds yesterday, and Domen's very used to doing the circuit on the IFSC where it is just a standard set of 4 or 5 problems for the qualifying rounds. He had to really work yesterday to get through into this stage. Shout out to some of you guys joining in. Hello to Sheila saying hi everybody. Crush It Nathan P and Tito C of course. Pavo as well saying stream back on, but wonder if the IFSC broadcast crew is left for Wonderful Peaks Gritstone. Nope, we're here. Claire Udale saying watching the CWIF semi-finals on a lazy Sunday morning. Good times, good luck to everyone competing.
Yeah, good Alicia, come on.
Remember as well, you can get in touch with the Climbing Works guys here on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. It's instagram.com/the Climbing Works. Instagram.com/ Climbing Works, just Climbing Works. Or Twitter. And you can talk to us on Twitter using the hashtag THECWIF, the CWIF. And also on Facebook.com/Climbing Works as well. You can get in touch and involved on the action there also. Domen then defeated by the first problem here. 5 seconds left to go. That's it for him. He's out. No top there for him. And Jonathan Partridge moves up to make his attempt on problem 1. Next out for us here for the men's. We've got Marco back out again now on men's problem 2. Molly out onto her third problem now. And Vera Zilistra we are joined by now also on women's problem 1. So yes, Jonathan Partridge here on problem 1 next to Molly Thompson-Smith. Vera Zilistra, another one to watch out for. She's coming out onto women's problem 1 at the moment. And there on the last problem here for her. A final attempt on this one, Katharina Bacher over on the far corner with the Climbing Works insignia volume. There's Vera. She wants a brush. Vera constant participant on the IFSC circuit. One of her highest results so far. So another attempt here then for Jennifer Wood. 1 minute 38 left on the clock. Very, very nearly topped on that last attempt. She's managed the bonus again here. Clearly found the beater.
We got any dire straits, Gus?
And that edge there is black tape, so there's no arete to be used here. It's all about balancing on top there. It doesn't seem to be too hard for her. You can see she's got her hips in really close to the wall. It's going to keep the center of gravity where she wants it to be. Lean over the hand there, striking out onto the arete edge of the volume. And then there's the top just ahead of her here, but she's got to get two hands on it. There's one. Got to get those hips into the wall here to get there. She's got to squat down into this one. Try a bit of friction on one and a toe hook maybe. Bringing her off again with 45 seconds. She's got to get up on the wall again here. That was her last, this is her last climb of this competition. Utilize the time while she can. I'm sure she's going to give us another attempt in a moment. Straight up onto the bonus there, but a slip. Back down again. 24 seconds left on the clock here. Are we going to see another attempt? Cutting over onto Jen Wood then here. Here we are, 15 seconds. She's got to move and move really quick here. Let's hope the crowd are going to get behind her. She's come so close so many times. She's got to figure out what to do here. 4 seconds, and she knows it now as well. That's it, and she's managed to hold it with 3 seconds left on the clock. That sudden urge and impetus, I don't know whether it was the sweat, I don't know, suctioning the hands onto the wall, but managing to get that volume, unbelievable, with just seconds left on the clock. Great performance there by Jennifer Wood. Moving back over onto women's problem 1, I believe this is Michaela Tracy. Yep, Michaela Tracy out next onto women's problem 1. That's already an attempt gone for her there, just a slip of the foot. Compression at the start here on this problem, and then moving over into these two tricky volumes. One during the traverse, and you've got relatively nice bonus hold there, and then striking up to the penultimate before the top. It's cost a lot of female athletes a couple of attempts here so far today. Jonathan Partridge here on men's problem 2, popping up, nice little dynamic move there onto that volume ahead of her. Joe on his last attempt then today, trying to figure out how on earth you start that slab. 3 parts of your body on the circular disc and 1 below. Taylor Tracy managing to get over to the bonus now. We saw Molly trying it this way as well. Went for the lower edge of that volume there. We've seen most of the success coming from slapping up onto the upper edge of it, treating it like a sloper at the top. Marco Yubzangarita's put in a fantastic performance so far. He has managed to top every problem that he's attempted so far in 6 attempts. He's currently in 3rd place. This is good as well. Look at this, with the width in that pinch there. He's had to bring the second hand up, tucking that little finger back behind to get onto the pinch, standing on top of the bonus, and there's a top for him as well. Marco looking really strong here. We could see him through to the finals very shortly. That's going to move him up again, actually, to 2nd place, I believe, behind Benjamin Blazer. Yep, 3 tops in 8 attempts for Marco. 3 bonuses in 6, whereas Benjamin Blazer has 3 tops in 6 attempts, 3 bonuses in 5. And that's putting Ben still in the lead at the moment. Remember, though, we still have the Gelmanator yet to come. He's going to make a change to the men's standings here. We would expect to see that anyway. Also, Tito, Thomas Calerion of France, still yet to come. Joe with his last climb. You see those 3 little dashes there on next to where his left foot is. Those are our starting holds. It means that tiny little thing down there at the bottom, that awkward positioning, you have to get 3 parts of your body on the upper one, 1 part on the lower one, and it's a slab, so that it's leaning back just a little bit. It looks like the most awkward thing in the world to start off on. Percy's set some really nice problems here for the semi-finals, and is promising us even worse for the finals still yet to come. That's at 6 o'clock, by the way, guys, so do stay tuned. We've got a full day of coverage for you here. Molly Thompson-Smith, her last attempt at a block, rather, her last block here of the CWIF. Just over a minute left for her to try and make another attempt at that. Michaela now going for the upper edge of this one, treating it like a sloper. We've seen the success this way, getting the foot into the jiu-jitsu. She's doing everything right at the moment. She's just got to be careful in the transfer. 2 hands on this gives her a top. There it is, and she knows it as well. Shaking her head. Still a minute left on the clock, but a fantastic performance there. Great to see the athletes trying out different beta, coming out, sometimes getting it a little bit wrong. Here you can see how awkward the start is on men's problem 4. Big balance problem. No use of the outer arete there at all. All black taped. Over onto the next one. There is nothing to hold on to on that bonus hold really either. It's just one big palm. That's all you've got to go for. Really lean in. Hardly anything for that foot as well. It looks big, but it's sloped down, so there isn't really an edge for you to get a purchase on. As you can see there, he's got everything in the hands, hardly anything in the foot. And he's saying, no, I'm not doing that anymore. 8 seconds, Molly's still fighting. Great first start for her. Unfortunately, ran into some problems a little bit later on, and we get ready for another turnaround here in the semi-finals. Welcome if you are joining us. My name is Daniel Finn. I'll be with you all the way through today, here with the 24/7 team.
Yes. And for the men, Tom, you and who? Daniel? Oh yeah. Incredibly tiny body. Huge limbs. Yes.
Apologies as well from the team here if you are suffering with any juddery images or anything. We have got a bit of a issue with the signal problem here, but you will be able to catch up. There will be a full replay uploaded onto the YouTube accounts over the next day or so for you as well, so you'll be able to catch all the action. You won't miss anything in the long run at all. And that's just due to the low bandwidth that we have here in Sheffield. Unfortunately, the venue can't really do much about it. So we are over onto this our next athlete here now then, which is Diane Merrick. She qualified very well yesterday, actually. Challenging a lot of the other more prolific, I will say, IFSC athletes. Diane is always a fantastic contender, and she always does well to get through to the semis. It was quite far ahead of some of the other athletes that we'd expect to see coming out here and putting on an incredible performance. Diane did very well yesterday in the qualifying rounds. Here's Sabine again with another one. Just being very cautious on this transition from the bonus to the top. There it is, nice quick pop. One more hand on it, and there's a top for her as well.
So the stoppage, I'm actually in that comment 3. Come on, Nolan. Yeah, come on. One more move. Nicely done there. Double stoppage. Good stoppage, Tom even starting here with Mark Smith, king of the weight, or salad fingers. Tom says his favourite climbing styles is everything, including bunched up.
That's a lie.
The lies are lies. And seeing as there's something today he probably be set by Warwick Davis, we'll soon see if it's true.
One time.
Come on, Diane. Come on, Diane, stick with it. That's an interesting sequence.
It's a sequence.
And there's some straws up there she's clutching at.
Is there anything with that person?
And all going well on women's three. Ali, Ali!
Ooh.
That's an interesting way of not doing that, yes.
One time. Look for the clues.
1 minute left. Come on, Whitaker. Interesting.
The double. He's still smiling.
He's always smiling, isn't he? Always smiling. Come on, Diane.
Okay, so some of you asking for a recap on the scores, as you might have lost the stream for a little bit there for a little while. I can give you the recap now then, yes. So to let you know what the positions are at the moment, Diane very nearly getting up to the top of problem 1 here. Currently in first place, Sabine Bakker with 2 tops in 2 attempts, so 2 flashes there for her. 2 tops in 2 attempts, 2 bonuses in 2. Anne-Laure Chevrier in second, still with just that 1 flash, and the 2 bonuses in 2 attempts. Natalie Bashi of Switzerland in third with 1 top in 2 attempts, and 2 bonuses in 4. Michaela Tracy in fourth with 1 top in 3 attempts and 1 bonus in 2. Jennifer Wood in 5th with 1 top in 5 and 2 bonuses in 7. And Molly Thompson-Smith still holding on there in 6th place with 1 top in 5 attempts, 2 bonuses in 8. Over in the men's category then, Benjamin Blazer still holding on to the first place top spot, 3 tops in 6 attempts, 3 bonuses in 5. Marco Uzangarita now moving up into second with 3 tops in 8, 3 bonuses in 6. Domen Skofic in third, and that is with 2 tops in 3 attempts, 3 bonuses in 5. Kevin Hemmond in fourth, 2 tops in 4 attempts and 3 bonuses in 5. Matt Cousins in 5th with 1 flash and 3 bonuses in 10 attempts. And Joe Wilson in 6th with 1 top in 2, 3 bonuses in 8. Those are your top 6 athletes in both men's and women's. Those are currently the athletes that will make it through into the finals if nothing else changes. Of course, things are always prone to change. Somebody to add that change into the mix at the moment is definitely Mina Leslie Wojastic, who has just come out onto problem 1 for us now. We're going to be seeing her very shortly as well over in Stockholm. We have the Tierra Boulder Battle coming up for you at the end of this month. She'll be there with another of our competitors here today, which is Melissa Leneve. Matilda Soderlund will be there as well and present. So Mina will have been putting in a lot of work and a lot of preparation for both this and for the Tierra Boulder Battle prior to the start of the IFSC year. So it's going to be great to see her coming out here now in the semis. Let's see how she gets on. She did well yesterday. We would expect to see her being one of the ones to push for a place in the final. There's Vera Zelistra then on her 3rd problem here today. And for the first time we have I'll go through. We would expect to see her doing quite well. She's from Belgium. Robbie Corlier. There's a heel hook in there and slow and steady, bit of a shake in the arms there, but managing to get there. Sigh of relief at the top and back down again. So that was a replay. We'll take you back to the live action now then. There's Ned the Baker down in the background brushing his own wall. And Tito here as well. Tito over on problem 3 for the men's, dealing with this little pocketed section on the white volume with the little crimps inside it as well. Melissa Leneve, another attempt for her also. Not so well on the first block here for her. I'll tell you that Michaela Tracy is still fighting her way. see still fighting away here, trying to figure out how to get the best purchase. So she's got to rely on that with the right hand and get over onto that arete with the left. Looks like she's spending too much time trying to match on that point there. Here's Ned then going up for this strike up pocket in a few moments time. 37 seconds on the clock. And he's mantling on the side. I believe he's seen the best attempts with 1 foot on top of that. I'm just trying to find a different way around it. Here we see the maximum power of Tito Calerio. 17 seconds left on the clock, 15 seconds left. There's a top for Tito as well. He was already in 4th. He was in 4th with 2 tops in 3 attempts. Depending on how many attempts he's just made, that could potentially put him up into 2nd. And unfortunately, no top there for Michaela Tracy, but a great run for her. She's in 3rd place at the moment. 2 tops in 5 attempts. If you have any questions, guys, if you want to get in touch with us here at the venue, you can do so on Twitter using the hashtag #TheCWIF. TheCWIF. Do let us know where you're joining us from, whether you're enjoying today. Still got a final yet to come for you later on this evening. And here's Tom Newman for Great Britain on the slab, his final climb of the semi-finals. See how he gets on with this one. Waiting for an update on that score to see how Tito's doing now that he's just flashed problem 3. He's still got another climb yet to come, and he can potentially move himself up into 1st place. He's more than capable of doing that. And here's a face that we know. Over on problem 1, Mina Markovic.
She's right good, basically. Come on, Mina.
Another one that we'd expect to waltz their way through into the finals here. We will be having a talk as well to Percy Bishton before the finals later on, or even during. If I can't get him before, I'll try and pull him in to have a chat here about what he's set for the finals. How are you finding the blocks here today for the semis? Doable? Do we like the different variations that Percy's put up here? Got some nice compression problems. We've got some nice roof overhangs. There's a slab here on the far end. Interesting work on the men's 3, which is that white volume with the little crimp pocket in the centre of the volume there as well. Some slopers, some pinching. Quite a few little mantles as well. There's a mantle to start here really on men's problem 4. Nice spread of different disciplines. Let us know what you're thinking, how you're enjoying. We join Mina Markovic on problem 1, Tom Newman still trying to get up on men's problem 4. Not so for Tom. Mina going with another attempt here. Looks like she's going low again, and that's bringing her down also. It's very counterintuitive, that problem 1. That scooped out pocket that's the penultimate hold looks like you want to try and grab it at the bottom. Every success we've seen there so far has been on using it like a sloper. Very shallow sloper, but a sloper anyway. Going up on the upper section of it. Mina hasn't quite clicked. Attempts. So Benjamin Blazer has held on to that 3rd place position. 3 tops in 6 attempts. Domen Skovic in 2nd with 3 tops in 6 as well. And Marco Uzangarita, 4 tops in 13, still holding on to the top slot there as Tom Newman manages to get all the way up to the top. Nice performance there. Mina still going low here, not liking it. Now she's going, well, it looked like she was going to try and go a little bit higher up on the left. It's the 1 minute alarm. Mina very nearly having the tension in her fingers there to be able to try taking that hold on the side.
Come on, James. Come on.
45 seconds.
Come on, stick that hold. Tara going well. On moving 3. Come on, Tara. Come on. David back number 1. 4-5 going well yesterday.
He's only 19. Finals done in a half. A half makes all.
A half makes all the difference. Come on, Mina.
Mina's going to have to be quick here, 12 seconds. She went for the side here. Another attempt, but that's not going to be a top for her. That's going to mentally put her in a bit of an interesting place as we move through the rest of this competition. She's got to try and recover from that, and you can see there the look on her face, not happy at all with that first block that she's had to deal with. Move on to our next female athlete then out on problem 1. Getting towards our last athlete actually now, getting ready to welcome her. It's Katia Kadik here. We've got 2 more after her. Petra Klingler and Shauna Coxey still yet to come. But after that, we're breaking down the wall and deciding who's going to make it through into the finals. At the moment, still holding on to the top spot in the women's, Sabine Bakker, 4 tops in 6, 4 bonuses in 5. Michaela Tracy in 2nd, 3 tops in 7, 4 bonuses in 6. Mina Leslie Wojastik in 3rd with 2 tops in 2, 3 bonuses in 3. And Laura Chevrier in 4th, 2 tops in 5 attempts, 4 bonuses in 8. Diane Merrick in 5th here with 2 tops in 5 and 4 bonuses in 10. And then Natalie Barchi still in 6th place with 2 tops in 8 and 3 bonuses in 7. Those are your top 6 at the moment. We still have Shauna Coxey to enter the arena yet though, and she was leading the pack yesterday. She did better than quite a few of the lads yesterday on that qualifying rounds. And actually it was interesting to hear Mr. Alderson saying that by the end it looked like Shauna was actually kind of relaxing out of it because she knew that she'd got through. She was trying to save herself for today. Don't push too hard. Don't overexhaust herself. Over on problem 4 here that you can see on your screen at the moment. Tito's last climb of the day is currently in 4th. If he can top this in a few attempts, in fact if he can top it in less than 5 attempts, he's going to go into 1st place now, and this is looking really good. He's already up there. He's pretty much completed it, in fact. Just don't slip off now. Come on. He's trying to do some very strange things with his feet here. There we go. Levering up into that corner now. He's bridging here with his hand and a foot. And that's a top. That's going to give Tito the 1st place slot here today at the CWIF. That's a much better place to be in than 4th. Now that he knows he has to wait for the rest of the athletes to come out, and that's pretty much guaranteed him a place in the final. Fantastic performance there from him. Katia Kadik here. Very nicely managed. Mina is going to be kicking herself when she looks back at this one. Great start for her. Chloe Corlier doing well as well at the moment. She's already up into 4th place on the women's. That's just made a change. 2 tops in 2 attempts, 2 bonuses in 2. And yep, as we thought, Tito Clarion up to 1st place in the men's. 4 tops in 8, 4 bonuses in 7. That's a great position for him to be in, with only a few more male athletes still yet to come. We've got Stuart Watson and Alexandra Megos amongst them though, and those were the 2 athletes that yesterday put in a perfect score here. 30 boulder problems non-stop in flashes. Rostam a little bit shaky there, but he's got the power in his fingers to try and hold on to it, and he did. That gives him the top as well. Rustam's kind of the dark horse in this one. You forget that he's there and all of a sudden he's leading the pack. That's exactly what we're going to expect to see happening in a few moments' time once he's completed his entire run of these problems. Mina very nearly getting up there. She was on the penultimate move. She's still got 1 minute and 35 seconds left to go here, so enough time for her to think about it, rest up a bit, but it's her last problem that she needs to undertake, and she's currently in 3rd at the moment with 2 flashes and 4 bonuses in 4. Ned Fihali over on men's problem 3, and Tom Newman just wandering around on the mat. He's already finished his problems. What are you doing? Get out of here. There we are, Ted the Baker. So Ned strikes out then over onto the volume. I think that bleep for the 1 minute alarm just surprised him a little bit there. It just seemed to come flying down. He's got the 1 minute left now. It's plenty of time for Ned to get back on the wall and try that again. Mina looking really good here. She's got to concentrate on where she's going from this point now. 40 seconds. Enough time to, if she does come down, to get up there again. But nope. One hand on. Just got to secure it. There it is, very nicely done. 30 seconds left on the clock. That's a 3rd top for her, and I believe that's going to put her up into 2nd place ahead of Michaela Tracy. Here's Ned, can't quite keep that compression there after he strikes up with the left hand. Yep, Mina up into second place here. Sabine, though, still leading the pack. 4 tops in 6 attempts, 4 bonuses in 5.
So we're down to the last 2 new players. The men's comp.
Another rotation for us now. Get ready with our next athletes.
Stuart Watson flashed everything yesterday. He's probably knackered, but we'll soon find out. And the women's competition qualified as 2nd place yesterday. Done really well. We have Petra Klingler from Switzerland. Petra's 22, she's students.
Here's Petra Klingler, for Switzerland coming out. Making her first attempt. Dave Barron's over there on problem 3 as well. Cheeky flash by Ned the Baker. Streaker on the pitch. Barron's here starting off on problem 3 at the moment. Considering that Dave Barron's has actually won this competition before in the past, he's not showing up on our lists at the moment for being a contender in the finals. So 2 more attempts to try and make that could change things here for him. There's a big pop up there, couldn't quite make it. Petra was looking good there. She'd got the lower hand on, but she'd also gone a little bit higher. She's just leaning away from the wall maybe a little bit too much. The top further on down the wall there though from Mina, so that's her first top on her 2nd problem here. To make it into the finals though, she's going to need to beat Diane Merrick with 2 tops in 5 attempts, 4 bonuses in 10. Nice to see James Garden competing here as well. He's over on problem 4 at the moment. Another easy top there by the look of things for Katik Hadik. She's looking like she's going to be in a very good position for making her way through into the finals here. I believe that's Stuart Watson down on the ground there. The first of our 2 male athletes to have managed to complete every single block here yesterday. That's 30 problems without falling once. 2 minutes 43 on the clock here left. It's looking like he might have been defeated by problem 1 though. No straight flash just yet. You've seen Stuart Watson brought down to the mat. Difficulty stepping up here for the semi-finals. James Garden over on the slab now. Left hand up on the bonus. Beautifully done. Didn't hang around there at all. You can see he's got his foot right up on the upper edge of the lower hold. Just turned out a little bit too much trying to get up onto the next hold there, unfortunately. Stu was looking a little bit better there. That was a strike up for the bonus there. Tara Hayes over on problem 4 with but back down on the ground. Still fighting Petra here though. 1 minute and 20 seconds left on the clock for Petra Klingler to try and get her head around this problem 1. Dave Barron still back down on the ground. He needs this and needs to get this top to stand a chance of going forward into the finals. If he wants that shot at reclaiming the title, and especially with Jakob Schubert, the current CWIF title holder, out of the way here at this competition, unfortunately. There was a window here for Dave to try something. Less than a minute left on the clock. He has to get this one to stand a chance at it. This is good for Petra. She just needs to go up a little bit higher, I think, with that hand. It's too much on the edge. We saw Mina doing that one. Just a little bit too much to the side. She needs to go up and above it. Tara Hayes with another attempt here. 34 seconds left on the clock. Stuart Watson down and down again around the bonus here after such a successful day yesterday. It's looking like he's calling it quits there on problem 1. Tara climbing, trying to get a bit slippy there, trying to smear. Down on the ground, unfortunately, 15 seconds left on the clock. Good for Dave. And I think the surprise from the crowd there that he'd managed it brought him down. James Garden, who's been in this position 3 or 4 times already, 3 seconds on the clock. He's not going to manage it in time, unfortunately. That's it. Called down again here. And another rotation. Stuart Watson needs to go back into isolation. I believe we're about to see Shauna Coxey coming out.
And for the ladies,
It's Shauna. Shauna Coxey.
And there is Alexandra Magos as well. Over on problem 1 for the men's. Saw him at the La Sportiva Legends Only competition at the end of last year. Very young athlete, still only around 20 years old. Well, he was 20 at the time of the La Sportiva Legends Only. I'm not entirely sure whether he's had a birthday yet or not, but he's only 20 years old. One of the shorter athletes as well. He's not much taller than Sean McCall, actually. And he's very light. I think he's 57 kilograms. So as climbers go, being that short and that light, Sean's a lot heavier than him for his height. Used to climbing outdoors on rock. Not so used to the competition format yet. He did so well here yesterday. It's going to be interesting to see how he gets on now the pressure's really on in the semi-finals, now that the blocks have got even harder. He's an exceptional outdoors climber. He's a very, very talented sport climber as well, despite his inexperience. And let's see how he gets on with the CWIF. There's Rustam here then now. Melissa with the top over on problem 4. Actually, at the moment, I'm not sure that's going to be enough for Melissa. Not showing up on the finalist list here so far. Shauna Coxey, though, straight up. You can see where her hand was there. She'd matched and put both of them at the very top, and she's just walking her way up the wall, like we're used to seeing from Shauna Coxey. Now the powerhouse enters the building. Time for the other female athletes to start to worry. Alexandra Magos, look here, straight up onto the crimp. One more move and he's got this top as well. This looks like it could be a flash. Commentator's curse, didn't mean to jinx him, but he was looking strong there, and he's still got plenty of time to do that again. Chloe Corleo with a fantastic effort as well. And just next to Chloe Corleo, we are still here with Katja Kadik over on women's problem 2. Well, here's a replay for you of Ned. Very nice and easy. As you can see, he didn't put his foot up on the higher one. We saw Tito go right up into the rafters there before going across to take that final hold. Tito has a lot of height to him as well, about the same as Ned the Baker. Much easier and quicker way of doing it. Still, can't complain. Tito's in first place at the moment. And who am I to tell him, eh? 2 minutes on the clock. Katja Kadik with the top there. Nice performance from her. She's just been smiling all the way through this. She doesn't seem to be having any problems at all. Look at that grin. Just happy to be here. Tito in first place then with 4 tops in 8 attempts, 4 bonuses in 7. Marco Yuvzangarita, 4 tops in 13 attempts, 4 bonuses in 9, puts him in second place. Domen Skovic in third at the moment. Ben Blazer in 4th. Kevin Hemund in 5th. And it's still Jonathan Partridge in 6th, the one to beat. Jonathan Partridge, 2 tops in 4 attempts, 2 bonuses in 3 attempts, and that's the most important one to watch out for, guys. That's what they have to beat to get into the finals now. They have to beat Jonathan Partridge. 2 tops in 4 attempts, 2 bonuses in 3. Over on the women's, it's Sabine Bakker in first place with 4 tops in 6 attempts, 4 bonuses in 5. Mina Leslie Wojastik up now in second place, 3 tops in 5 attempts, 4 bonuses in 4. Then it is still Michaela Tracy, then Chloe Corlier, Anne-Laure Chevrier, and then Diane Merrick still in 6th place. 2 tops in 5 attempts, 4 bonuses in 10. That's what you have to beat to get into the women's final here. 2 tops in 5 attempts, 4 bonuses in 10. Those are the results as they stand at the moment, and it's looking like Melissa Leneve, unbelievably, is out of the finals here. So with 35 seconds yet to go, all of our athletes here are finished. Just waiting for the isolation time to run down. In that interim, while we have got a couple of seconds, just to let you guys know, you can get in touch with the Climbing Works team on their Instagram. or Twitter or Facebook. It's instagram.com/climbingworks, twitter.com/climbingworks, facebook.com/climbingworks, or you can get in touch with us on Twitter using the hashtag #TheQuiff to talk about today as well. Hopefully you guys are all enjoying. The last 5 seconds boil down. We get ready to welcome our athletes back out onto the field.
So, on women's 2, we have Petra Kingler from Switzerland. Men's 3, Nathan Phillips. On men's 2, we've got Stu Watson.
Dave Barons with his last climb of today, and it's looking like it actually is going to be his last climb of the day. It's looking like we won't be seeing Dave Barons going through into the finals here at the moment.
Down on the end, we have Rebecca Stott.
So Dave Barons starting off with the slab here. This is Rebecca Stotts over on female problem 4 as well that we've got coming up.
You want to know who's currently in the lead? The scores are on the right-hand side of the screen. Come on, Stu. Yeah, easy. Roby Watson. Looking at home there. Come on, Nathan. Come on, Nathan.
Mina in a good position here as well, just a few moves away from the top. She's got the bonus.
Really trying to find the sequence here.
Really high foot here. It's not even really a heel hook, it's sort of the side of the foot wedged into the side of the wall.
Lynch back in action on women's 3.
And as you can see here, Dave Barons still struggling with the slab. Winding down here now, guys. All of our athletes have emerged onto the space. We'll wait to see whether we're going to see any big changes
Rebecca Stott, going well on the women's 4.
to our top 6 in both men's and women's. Just a reminder to all of you guys as well, if you are having any issues with the stream, it's unfortunately due to the slow connection of the climbing works here at the moment, but you
Come on, Katja. That's nicely done, come on.
Katja's still fighting here. 15 seconds on the clock. She's going to have to make a move of it if she wants it.
It's quite scary in there.
This is good, right and high up on that arete there. Not quite enough, a little bit too quick there. Didn't manage to get the 2 hands on there that she needed to secure it. As you can see, the crowd are grateful of the performance though. We move over to Stuart Watson here, out on problem 4. And then Alexander Megos still yet to climb on problem 4. I believe we're about to see Shauna Coxey out on problem 4 as well over here.
You need to buy a raffle ticket. They cost £1. All the proceeds go to CAP and the British Heart Foundation. There are 2 raffle prizes that are each worth £1,400. They're not bad prizes, I can assure you. So
Stuart Watson then about to start on his slab here. Topped every single problem yesterday, all 30 of them in the qualifying rounds. Did it in a flash.
There's also going to be a free barbecue in a bit after
Katja Kadik having unfortunately finished her climb for today and unfortunately not now looking like you're going to be making it into the finals later on tonight.
There's also some beer.
Rebecca Stotts is currently holding to the 6th place position for the female athletes with 3 tops in 5 attempts, 4 bonuses in 6. Petra Klingler still fighting here, but Shauna Coxey at the moment up in second place, 3 tops in 3 attempts, 3 bonuses in 3, so 3 flashes for her, just the same as Chloe Corlier, and Shauna's still got another one yet to come. She's still got another climb to put in here. That could put her right back up on top again. We wouldn't be surprised. Petra Klingler, great effort there for her, a top. Stu Watson, nice and quick, straight up to the top, don't waste any time here, crossover, and there's a top for him as well. Stuart Watson, is that going to be enough to see you through into the finals? If it is, it'll knock Domin Skofic out with 3 tops in 6 attempts, 4 bonuses in 6. There's Mr. Alderson with his crazy hair, chatting to Mr. Watson down on the ground. And Tim wandering around, being official. Free t-shirts for everyone here. See, look at what you're missing. You're missing being pelted by t-shirts.
That's why he's a climber and not a thrower.
And that's because we still have 2 minutes here on the clock before anything actually happens. Because these guys have to have their 5 minutes isolation, and both of our athletes have already finished up here. We have 2 more climbs yet to come, one from Alexander Megos and one from Shauna Coxey, both of whom are already in the final. So this is looking like that now does decide our finalist positions. And to give you those athletes, they are as follows. In the men's, Rustam Gelmanov in first place with 4 tops in 6 attempts and 4 bonuses in 6. Thomas Calerion, Tito, in second place, 4 tops in 8 attempts, 4 bonuses in 7. Gabriel Moroni in third with 4 tops in 9 attempts, 4 bonuses in 8. Marco Yubzangarita in 4th place with 4 tops in 13 attempts, 4 bonuses in 9. Stuart Watson in 5th, so he does make the finals now, 3 tops in 5 attempts, 4 bonuses in 8. And Alexander Megos still with 1 climb yet to come, already in the finals with 3 tops in 5 attempts, 3 bonuses in 3. Over on the women's, Sabine Bakker in first, 4 tops in 6 attempts, 4 bonuses in 5. Shauna Coxey, again still with a climb yet to come, in second place, 3 tops in 3 attempts, 3 bonuses in 3, so 3 flashes for her. Chloe Corlier also with 3 flashes, but the definition between the 2 of those is that Shauna Coxey was the highest to qualify, ahead of Chloe Corlier, so due to countback, Chloe is in third. Mina Markovic makes it through in 4th place with 3 tops in 5 attempts, 4 bonuses in 4. Mina Leslie Wajastik there in 5th place with 3 tops in 5 attempts, 4 bonuses in 4. And Rebecca Stotz makes it in 6th place with 3 tops in 5 attempts, 4 bonuses in 6. Just to give you the perspective of that then, guys, to make it through into the final here, out of the 4 problems of IFSC standard quality, as Percy Bishton is a head route setter that's international, he does go around and do the international events for them. You had to be able to top you had to be able to top 3 of his 4 problems here to make it forward into the finals tonight. That's to show you the standard of competition that you're looking at here with the CWIF. Here's Alexander Megos then, young German athlete, predominantly climbs out on rock. His last climb of the semi-finals. We wait to see how he gets on.
If you want to know what the results are, you look at the screen on the right hand side of the wall. The results are updated live.
So Alexander not so keen on the start of this slab problem here now then. Something we noticed as well over at the La Sportiva Legends at the end of last year, he wasn't too much of a fan of the static moves, bearing in mind he's one of the shorter athletes as well. He likes the more dynamic approach. This is a very static problem here. Wouldn't be surprised if once he gets that bonus hold he makes a quick pop for the top like we saw a few moments ago by Stuart Watson. As you can see, he's not one of the taller athletes here at all.